Hello class, today's video will be a part 2 to a previous video I did about some things you needed to know before you grew Cosmos. If you haven't watched it yet, close out of this video and go watch it. The link will be in the description below. Now in that video, I promised a few things, that being some more info about them, the second being how to propagate them, and lastly what to do over winter for them. So without further ado, let's hop right into the info. Alright, so our first area we'll be going over is some more info about Cosmos. Our first bit of info about Cosmos is that the word cosmos is derived from the Greek and it means the balanced universe. The people that named it thought of the name Cosmos because of the flower's even petals, or in other words, balanced petals. Our second fact is that the Cosmos class of flower belongs to the Magnoliopsida class, and Cosmos belongs to the aster family. Our third fact will be that Cosmos seeds are said to be the easiest seeds in the world to grow. They get this from the fact that when the flowers die out and the seeds fall to the ground, they can sprout the next year with little to no intervention on our part. Isn't that just amazing? Let's now hop into how to propagate your Cosmos. It's best to propagate these plants after the threat of frost is gone. You can propagate garden and sulfur cosmos by sowing them directly into the soil or by starting them indoors and transplanting out the seedlings. For chocolate cosmos, the most reliable propagation method is to divide tubers. Another option over propagating is a method called stem cutting. To do this, you will need a pair of pruning shears. First, you will need a 3-inch container with some moistened soil with a hole in it about 1 to 2 inches deep. Next, you will have to look for a cosmos shoot that has 3 to 5 leaf nodes on the stem. You would then cut under the last leaf node. From there, you would bury the cut tip of the stem into the hole you made and then push the remaining soil around it. Lastly, you would water it every other day, and within 3 weeks, you can take that cutling and transfer it elsewhere into a new spot. That's a cool way to double up all your beautiful cosmos. Our last area is what to do over winter for them. Now, there isn't much you can do over winter, but I will share the knowledge I do have. First thing is that cosmos are an annual. This means that they do not come back the next year like a perennial would. If left outside in frosty temperatures, they will die. However, at the end of the growing season, if you allow the dead flower heads to drop all their seeds, cosmos seeds will go dormant and sprout when the soil warms up again in the spring. If you have a potted cosmos in a container and want to keep your cosmos alive over the winter season, you will need a bright full sun growing lamp for at least 7 hours a day. You'll need to snip off any blooms as they form. This plant life cycle ends with flowering when it drops its seeds for the next growing season. So there you have it. I've made good on my promise from the first video. I would just like to thank everyone that got it to 15 likes, as it truly means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this part 2, let's get it to 15 likes as well. As always, this has been Great Grow, and feel free to subscribe for more awesome plant videos. Thanks for watching.